Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video, that means we are now finally in Season 24 of competitive Overwatch, coming off fresh from the heels of Season 23. But even though we don't know much of what we can expect for Season 24, in terms of what balance patches will be made or what new content will be added, what we can know for sure is that the meta is looking to be drastically different from what we saw in Season 23. As you guys may know, there was a recent patch that changed a lot of the DPS characters. They kind of nerfing a lot of them to kind of stop the power creep that we've been seeing in a lot of DPS heroes. You know, we saw Pharah getting a nerf, we saw McCree getting nerf, we saw Widowmaker got a nerf, which was really interesting. And we're just seeing that Blizzard is finally toning down a lot of their DPS characters that have been definitely been power creeping over the last few years. So, and with this new meta, we've been seeing a lot of double off tank in ranked. I don't know about you guys, but every single game I play, it's a Roadhog on both teams 100% of the times. Now that Roadhog will typically be accompanied by a Zarya, and yeah, it's really weird. A double off tank meta, we've never really experienced anything like this in Overwatch, and it's definitely been frustrating to play as a support player like myself. But if you guys do like to play tank, I actually recommend playing D.Va. As long as you don't get hooked by the Roadhog very often, your D.Va bombs are going to be super good, because when the enemy team doesn't have a shield to hide behind, you'll see how quickly exposed they are to your bombs. So definitely pick up D.Va if you guys are playing tank in rank this season. But yeah, but talking about the meta, let's kind of talk about the Season 23 meta. So with Season 23, oh my gosh, we saw the rise of Genji. Oh my gosh. Guys, ever since I started playing Overwatch, Genji has always been one of my favorite DPS characters ever. And so for him to get some love right at the start of the season to where he was truly meta for at least a little bit was really, really refreshing. While I myself am a support player, I don't play much DPS. When I was playing ranked DPS this season, I had so much fun playing Genji, just feeling like a ninja, feeling like I can do everything. And also because I love to watch the Overwatch League, it was really nice and refreshing to see these amazing pros play Genji at the highest level. We saw crazy guys like Sparkle, Eileen, and EQO, to name a few, just really pop off on this hero and show us how exciting Overwatch as an esport can be. But like most good things, they don't last very long, and Genji was pretty swiftly nerfed within, I'd say, a month or so. Yeah, so that was a bit unfortunate. But throughout most of the season, we saw what we've seen for quite a few seasons at this point, and that has been double shield meta. Orisa and Sigma always picked at the highest levels of the game. They've pretty much been picked permanently in Overwatch League, and at higher level ranks, Grandmaster and Master, you'll always just see Sigma, Orisa. In lower ranks, you could still pick whatever you want because it's lower ranks, but yeah, Season 23 was no exception. We still saw a lot of double shield, but that has been very recently changed. Like I mentioned before, we are now in a Hog Zarya meta, and that is because Blizzard finally, after months and months of us being in a double shield meta, they finally decided, hey guys, maybe this is a bit oppressive and we're actually gonna nerf shields. So they nerfed Sigma's barrier, they nerfed Orisa's barrier, and they nerfed Orisa's halt and Sigma's kinetic grasp. And yeah, I think that was it. So no longer are we seeing very much Sigma or Orisa together or separate. It looks like people are now really enjoying Roadhog because he saw a huge buff in Season 23 as well. So towards the tail end of Season 23, we've just been seeing pretty much like not even a single shield. It's not like we're playing a single shield meta. We're seeing no shields right now, which is just hilarious to think about, just seeing so much Roadhog and Zarya. But yeah, that's kind of what I've seen within the meta of Season 23. We saw double shield throughout the most of it. We saw the rise of Genji in the beginning of it, and coming down towards the tail end of it, we're seeing now we're on a double off tank meta. Brigitte got 2 nerfs throughout this season, nothing too surprising to see, and she still continues to be a dominant pick on support. But not only did we see shifting metas within Season 23, we also saw some new content added. I know, right? Content added and Overwatch, that doesn't sound right. But yes, we did see some new content added this season. And with the beginning of Season 23, we saw the inclusion of role queue and open queue in the competitive tab. And I, for one, did not play a single game of competitive open queue just because I hate open queue. I really prefer the role queue system, and I know some people like open queue, but it really just isn't for me. Since role queue has been added, I think it's been one of the greatest things that's ever been added to the game. So I just continue to play role queue. Didn't play a single game of open queue, but that is now permanently in the game in the competitive tab, and if you like playing it, hey, that's good for you. It doesn't bother me. It supposedly makes the queue time for role queue better. Not 100% sure about that, but yeah. And also this season we did see a revamping of the career profile. Now, the career profile in Overwatch have always thought has been pretty good. Some games don't even include like a career profile for some reason, but I for one do like to look at my stats, and it's a kind of a direct way to see where I can improve on certain heroes. You know, if I'm not doing enough healing or damage, or my eliminations are looking bad, or I die too much. I really do like going through my career profile pretty regularly just to see where I can improve. And this new career profile honestly is really nice. Like, it streamlined the way the interface looks so you can find the most relevant information faster. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It's a really nice quality of life feature that's been added, and people tend to overlook that stuff. And yeah, and then we also saw priority, like requeue, added this season, I believe, where if someone were to leave your game instantly at the start, you would be given priority. That means you would be able to find your next game faster, which is another really nice quality of life feature that was added to the game this season that tends to be overlooked. And also, of course, this season, because it happened over the course of summer, we did have our summer games. And now summer games is pretty notorious in the Overwatch community for just being very recycled content. You know, it's just Lucio Ball and some new skins. But to Blizzard's credit, we did see a new Lucio Ball this year with Lucio Ball Remix, which I have a whole video about trying it out for the first time, which it pretty drastically changed the game modes. It made it more fast-paced, a little bit more exciting, and I for one actually really enjoyed it while it was here. And the skins we got during summer games were pretty good. I for one am a really big fan of the Tracer skin that we saw, but that Sandcastle Bastion does look pretty nice as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Season 23. Shifting meta, some really nice quality of life improvements to ranked, new career profiles. We had the fun with summer games, and it's looking like we're gonna be having a totally new meta for Season 24, which will definitely make ranked a little bit more exciting and interesting to play. And as I close this off, I want to ask you guys, what are your goals for Season 24? Is it to reach a new career high? Is it to try to get your off rolls a little bit higher in SR? Are you going to try and learn a new hero to climb ranked with? I, for one, honestly, my goal for this season is to just get back into Overwatch. Like, this season, I had just over 30 hours played, and that is like really low compared to my previous seasons. I like in previous seasons, like maybe a couple, like 3, 4, 5 seasons ago, I would easily have over 120 hours in competitive. But this season, I got maybe, I think, around 32, and that's because honestly, I didn't have too much fun just playing ranked. I felt like as a support player, ranked felt really bad in Season 23. It was just like my favorite character, Lucio, never felt very strong. Zenyatta was getting bullied very heavily by the Genji meta, and it wasn't really, I got very frustrated, and I just didn't play much Overwatch this season, quite honestly. But I'm really looking to try and turn that around for Season 24 and really get back into Overwatch. It's still my favorite game today, and I really just want to get back into it. But let me know what you guys are trying to do this Season 24. Is it trying to get back into Overwatch? Is it trying to get that new career high, season high, or whatever? Whatever it is, let me know. Put it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.